There is a creature in your skull that works very hard to keep you average. A lizard that was forged by evolution to keep our cavemen selves safe and comfortable. The issue is, men who truly change the world do not do so from environments of constant safety and comfort. In today's video, we explore this evil reptile and figure out and discuss ways to destroy it for good. This is going to be a good one, boys. Let's get into it. Before I get into how to destroy the lizard, let's take a couple seconds to discuss what it actually is. Located right above the brainstem, the lizard brain, otherwise known as the limbic system, is a primitive part of the human brain responsible for instinctual behaviors. For the sake of our survival, the lizard brain influences things like seeking comfort, avoiding risks, and prioritizing immediate gratification. Structurally, the limbic system includes parts of the brain like the amygdala, the hippocampus, and the hypothalamus, which together govern emotional responses, survival instincts, and memory processing. Now, you don't need to remember all of these names and terms, but there is one key that I want to highlight: the amygdala. The amygdala's role in fear and pleasure responses influences actions like avoiding perceived threats, like a challenging task, or seeking immediate rewards, like comfort food. Now, while this is an ancient part of our brain, research shows us that modern stressors, like deadlines at work, can trigger ancient survival mechanisms, leading to overreactions and avoidance behaviors. These instinctual behaviors were essential for survival back in the day, when humans lived in harsh environments, aiding in quick decision-making in life-threatening situations. But in the present-day context, these same instinctual responses may just lead to suboptimal decisions, like procrastinating or choosing short-term gratification over long-term goals. Okay, so you begin to see where things can start to go wrong. You want to build a business or get a girlfriend, but these things require risks and overcoming fear of rejection and embracing the kind of discomfort that the lizard brain was hardwired to avoid. Tough. However, there is a silver lining. You have heard of the concept of neuroplasticity. This is essentially the brain's ability to reorganize itself and form new connections as it encounters new environments and new stimuli throughout life. So despite the initial tendencies of our lizard brain, you can actually train the brain to respond differently to challenges and stress through intentional practice. And that is what we're going to get into right now. Alongside the Goliath that is the lizard inside your brain right now, you also have a David. That David is called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex. And while you may not know this part of the brain by its formal name, you have definitely used it before. This is the part of the brain that is literally responsible for your mental tenacity. In other words, this is the David Goggins inside your brain that's telling you to just fucking do it. Now, here's where things get fun. Just like a muscle, the anterior mid-cingulate cortex gets stronger and stronger the more that you use it. Over time, this provides you with more ability to push through difficult circumstances, especially when you don't want to. Sounds great, doesn't it? But okay, you're obviously asking yourself, how do I strengthen my David against the Goliath that wants to keep me in bed when I want to get up and grind, keep me eating chips when I just want to get ripped, and keep me watching filth on the internet when I just want a girlfriend? I've got you. There is one crucial strategy popularized by Dr. Andrew Huberman that I've adapted for my own purposes, and it's called the micro suck. In essence, I want you to find something every single day that you don't want to do. This could be anything from forcing yourself out of bed without hitting snooze, all the way to doing 100 jumping jacks at the end of an already really difficult and grueling workout. Point is, by doing this, you are slowly feeding your David. As time goes on, you'll see that it gets stronger and stronger. Soon, David becomes strong enough that it defeats Goliath the lizard on regular occasions. You don't want to go to the gym, but you end up going. You don't want to make another sales call, but you end up doing 5 more. You're super nervous to go and approach that girl, but you end up going to say hi. This is the power of the micro suck, that pretty quickly, even your lizard brain's desire to want to stay in and stay comfortable is easily identified and eradicated by your David brain. But remember, the microsuck is a constant process that you're going to need to build into your life if you want the abilities to stick, just like getting results from hitting the gym. To be completely vulnerable with you guys, when I was about 20 years old, I was super embarrassed with who I was. I was fat, boring, anxious, addicted, scared, all of it. And this was because my lizard brain would always win. So I tried to backdoor my feelings of gratification by smoking weed and watching porn and playing non-stop video games. When I eventually prioritized starting to get more mentally resilient, I began to pave the road for who I'm now in the process of becoming. I currently make multiple 6 figures a year. I have incredible and affluent friends. I have beautiful women around me. I have a physique that I love. And I have a tribe of young, ambitious men, all pushing each other to achieve greatness. The Must Become Nation. Now, I tell you all of this not to brag or to gloat, but to show you what begins to become possible when you destroy the lizard brain, and I am only getting started. Take action today and begin to become the man that we both know that you want to become. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Spencer with Must Become. Always remember that your potential is your obligation, and so what you can become, you must become.